What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and today we're here to talk to you guys about Legend Bonney. Now, I did make a video a couple of days ago talking about her in a showcase video up against various pieces of content. I gave my positives and negatives as a whole for this character in that video, so I highly advise you go ahead and check out that video if you want just some more generic opinions on Legend Bonney in regular content. However, this time we're taking on GARP challenges. Now, GARP challenges are a bit different, and what I found is that Bonney is actually a very solid captain for these two particular GARP challenges. Unfortunately, this month we only do have two available GARP challenges to test out. We have the Revolutionary Army, which you guys are seeing right here, but we also have the Hody challenge, and I was shocked. She absolutely demolishes the Hody challenge, and you know, it kind of makes sense, of course. On the final stage of Hody Jones, you have to deal with special reverse, you're inflicted with fear, all of those things are kind of annoying. However, one of the really good things about Bonney is that she's one of these super type characters that have a super type special that can give your team special reverse. Well, not your whole team special reverse, she reduces her own cooldown to then launch her own special to then reduce the cooldowns of the rest of your crew. But her special ability in terms of offense is quite good, of course. We already know it's a 2.5 attack boost, and a ranging chain lock depending on how many recovery slots you've consumed before you launch the special. That's a very good special in terms of damage potential, but then her super type as well as her special ability grants you a full guaranteed board of recovery slots. So that's also another really good benefit of this character. Offensively, she's very good, and also utility wise, she's also very good. Unfortunately, in these two particular GARP challenges, we don't really get to see the best of her overall utility. The main reason why Bonney is on this team in general is, of course, we wanted to showcase her, but in terms of building the other characters around her, she's mainly only here for offensive capabilities, and the utility that she provides in terms of the cooldown reduction is definitely the most important thing in her kit for these two particular GARP challenges. But of course, against the Revolutionary Army, there really aren't many gimmicks to take note of. We've got obviously Bind, there's the defense up on stage 2 against Kuma, which is why we're using Nami Robin with the support of the Dex support Rare Recruit Carrot. Very good unit, and I think also in the following team against the Hody Jones, we also use the same combination of Nami Robin with the support of Carrot, because on the final stage of Hody Jones, he does have 2 turns of Blue Shield defense up, so hitting it perfect with Nami Robin helps us remove that, and then we don't have to bring a dedicated character to remove the defensive effect of Hody Jones on that final stage. We're not really going to be talking about Hody Jones, but really there's not much to talk about in terms of the Revolutionary Army. One thing that was kind of lucky is the fact that for Bonney to activate her super type special, you need to have one of the supernova on your team, and luckily there's a very good supernova that you can use with her, and that is going to be Trafalgar Law, the Halloween Trafalgar Law. Very good unit, of course. He has access to very good supports as well, but one of the really key things is he also has barrier penetration, which again is very useful for the Hody Jones GARP challenge. But due to the fact that there really are not a lot of gimmicks that you really have to take note of for the Revolutionary Army GARP challenge, we're really just running a bunch of characters that will increase our damage potential. You can see we have Rare Recruit Jack to remove the Bind. He also gives us an orb boost on this stage. We've also got access to the Bonney, who changes those block orbs that we get into matching. And then the switch effect of Big Mom is a really good unit if you just need another unit on your team to just give you a little bit more of a damage boost against some of those mini bosses. Big Mom's a really good unit because of her switch effect, giving herself a matching slot and providing herself with a 1.5 times attack and orb boost. You know, cumulatively being a 2.25 times boost to herself every single turn is very good. But of course, she is a chain locker, which is also what Bonney is. So there's a bit of overlap in terms of specials there. So you really wouldn't want to be using Big Mom with Bonney in this case, but you know, because we have so many free units in terms of what we really need, because there's not a lot of gimmicks to get around, we can really just fit whatever we want on this team. Nami Robin, as we already touched up on, was a great addition to the team with the support of Carrot to remove the defense up of Kuma on stage 2, and then with the switch effect of Big Mom, we're able to go ahead and get a huge amount of boost against that early stage Kuma. And the fact is anytime you come up against a boss that is going to be a Psi unit, it's a really good way to generate some matching slots for your crew, because remember with Bonney's captain effect is that if you attack with type advantage, you get a guaranteed recovery slot on that character at the start of the next turn. So it's a really valuable asset. Unfortunately, there aren't many Psi characters to take on here, but overall, really awesome to go ahead and use Bonney for these GARP challenges. And now we can go ahead and have a look at the Hody Jones GARP challenge, which was definitely the more difficult of the two. And you're getting to that stage of with Dosun and Zio. Once we get to that stage, it's pretty much GG, but I'm not really using any special abilities prior to that stage against Dosun and Zio. So it is kind of difficult to get to that point because the enemies do a lot of damage on the Hody Jones GARP challenge. And the thing about Bonney is that she doesn't have an HP boost, and she doesn't have damage reduction, and she doesn't have passive healing either. So getting to that point without taking too much damage is a little bit scary. However, if you do get those recovery slots, you are healing back a lot from them. And you know, up until that point of where we start to activate our special abilities, there aren't any side bosses, so we can't generate recovery slots for our crew. So having access to the Liberal Hind ship, which gives us an additional 1000 heal per turn, is actually very, very useful. This is also going to be the first showcase on my channel of the support custard that you can now buy from the Rayleigh's Bazaar for 7,500 Rayleigh points. I highly advise to pick her up. She's a very useful character, as you can attach it to any int character, and when that character uses their special, it locks your slots for 1 turn. It essentially is like the Megalo ship, but as a support. Now, realistically, yeah, you could just use the Megalo ship instead of the Liberal Hind in this situation, but the fact that we have access to this support now means that we don't have to use the Megalo ship. We can now use the Liberal Hind, which gives our crew a huge damage boost comparatively to the Megalo ship, plus we get the additional 1000 heal per turn. Just overall, Liberal Hind is a better ship than Megalo, and the fact that we can now just use that support to keep those recovery slots that Bonney will generate for us with her super type is going to be so good, because once we kill the Dosun and Zio stage, we have our recovery slots. They're put into those impossible orb changing barriers on the stage with Daruma and Ikaros, and that's going to be awesome to just keep a full board of matching slots against that particular stage. Shout out to the Shanks versus Whitebeard batch, by the way, as we are using the new Vista that just came out. Really good unit. He can generate an orb boost, generate color affinity, gets rid of some defensive effects, just overall a really good unit. And you guys may not have seen it, but I did also have the support of the treasure map Shiryu, which also attaches to any int character, and when you're inflicted with poison, it actually just straight up removes it, and it also will go ahead and give us a little bit of health back. So against that stage with Hyozo and Vanderdecken, that's a little bit of an annoying stage, but luckily we can remove the poison, we can heal from it, and then we can take down the characters without too much hassle. Once again, as I touched up on a little bit earlier in the previous clip against Revolutionary Army, we are once again using Nami Robin with the support of Carrot to remove the 2 turns of defense up on the final stage against Hody Jones without having to bring a character to remove the defense up. It's a huge benefit to our team. And on the final boss stage, we have so much damage output, right? We have the full board of guaranteed slots. We also have the 4.5, actually it's not 4.5, it actually goes up to a 5 times boost if you have a recovery slot with Bonney's Captain effect, but we have the 2.5 attack boost from the Bonney special. We have a 3 times chain lock, I believe, with her special ability as well, but we also have the 2.5 times orb boost with Nami and Robin. So just with all of this damage stacked on top of it, we just have to hit 1 perfect with Nami Robin to guarantee that defense up is removed, and then we can just go crazy and just do so much damage against Hody Jones. And of course, one of the big things about Hody Jones is you have to deal with that special reverse. Luckily, the super type plus the special ability of Bonney can help us just get rid of everything that we have to deal with there on the Hody Jones stage. So absolutely no problems whatsoever. This honestly might be my go-to int team every month for these Hody challenges. I'm not really too sure at this point, but this team was very impressive, got through it very easy, like absolutely no hassles. And as I said, essentially once you get to the Zio and the Dosun stage, you basically win. You just basically win from that point. So long as you can get to that point, it's just absolutely over. But with all of that being said, guys, that is going to wrap up this video today. Thank you very much for watching, and if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all of the content that I post on my channel, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.